Hello guys, this is Rahul on behalf of Revsportz and along with me Snehasis Mukherjee, and just now we have witnessed history. Mohun Bagan have clinched their unprecedented ISL double by defeating Bangalore FC in the ISL final, and obviously I think it's a historic feat for the Green and Maroon Brigade, to be honest. They impeccably they lifted the ISL shield, and then they lost to Jamshedpur in the first leg of the semi-final. After that, the way they made a comeback, I think it's just astonishing for Mohun Bagan, to be honest. They defeated Jamshedpur FC to secure their place in the final, in the ISL final. Despite trailing by 1 goal, they made an astonishing comeback again, and then finally through Jamie Maclaren's winner, Mohun Bagan lifted the ISL Cup. Snehasis, first of all, I will come to you. One of the biggest talking point from this season of Mohun Bagan is obviously will be their impeccable record at their home turf. They have won 13 matches of 14 they have played. Do you think this is one of the biggest reason behind Mohun Bagan's success this season?
Obviously, and when you play a league like ISL, you obviously think that before the season starts that you want to do well in your home leg. In every home matches you want to take all the points from there, because away fixtures are always tough. Because you go there, you have to play in a different conditions, and their fans will be there. So when you're playing in front of your home crowd, in your home ground, you always want to give your best and get those 3 points, and Mohun Bagan have done it throughout all the season. Absolutely. And today also things were not looking good. Really? Because the first half didn't go in their favor, I will say. Bangalore was so much dominant. I think everyone will agree, even you. Then they got the lead, but the way they came back, I think the reaction was superb.
Absolutely.
After conceding that goal, the way they came back, the reaction was on time. Some help was done by Sana on both occasions, I know. But the second goal, the way Jamie Maclaren managed to score that, and the historic final that we witnessed, I think it's a history now. Mohun Bagan have done and dusted it.
Absolutely. Just he mentioned, the both the mistakes of Bangalore were committed by Chingasana Singh that led to goal by Mohun Bagan. But the way Mohun Bagan made a comeback in tonight's final, Bangalore was totally dominating in the first half, but the way coach Jose Molina read the game in the first half and then played his trump card in the second half, I think we'll have to give credit to his move of bringing Sahal Abdul Samad and Ashik Kurnian, and that totally changed the game for Mohun Bagan, to be honest. But we need to talk about Jamie Maclaren this time, because he joined Mohun Bagan amidst lot of expectation, and he scored 12 goals for Mohun Bagan, taking this goal in the final. That is one of the most crucial goal. Obviously, before this, he has mentioned about his goal in the Kolkata derby, but I think that this goal will be obviously, will be placed in his heart forever, to be honest, because he scored it in the final. But Jamie Maclaren, he was a bit off color in both the leg of the semi-final. But tonight, coach Jose Molina, he trusted Jamie Maclaren. Jamie Maclaren just paid back his faith.
Yes, absolutely. You have to give credit to, first of all, coach to show that trust on him. And obviously, as we are watching the game, I think every fans were watching the game. He was having an off day today also. Yeah. He was not having a good fast touch on the ball. He was not having to score on those balls. I know that some balls were not given properly to him, so that he can score from that positions. But still, you expect more quality from a player like Jamie Maclaren. But he was disappointed until that goal. I think that is what you expect from a player like Jamie Maclaren. He can miss, he can look out of place on 8 out of 10 occasions, but on those particular 2 occasions, if you continue to give him the chances again and again, he will eventually score, and he did that today. And obviously, as you mentioned, big players, you need big players to come up on big occasions, and this was one of the big occasions. Obviously, there was derbies, he scored and all. He mentioned that always in our interview, also in exclusive interviews. But now after this goal, I think surely in the next interview, he will definitely say now this goal is his favorite.
Absolutely. But we need to talk about Mohun Bagan, the way they have dominated Indian football over the years, to be honest, because in the last 3 years they have made it to the final for the consecutive 3 years, and they own trophy in all these 3 years of ISL, because in 2023 they defeated Bangalore to leave the ISL Cup, and then in the last year they won the league shield but missed the ISL Cup as they lost to Mumbai City FC in the final, and this time they accomplished the league double. talking about Mohun Bagan, obviously we need to talk about their main strength. You know
Yes.
that most of the team don't have in this ISL. Even if you look back at tonight's game, if you see, Ashik Kur and Sahal Abdul and Greg Stewart came in the second half and made the difference for Mohun Bagan. Snehasis?
Absolutely. See the names: Greg Stewart, Ashik Kuruni, and Sal Abdul Samad. These players are not your bench warm-up players. They easily can get a playing 11 for any other teams. But for Mohun Bagan, they are the option in the bench. So that explains that the strength that Mohun Bagan has throughout the season, and the injection that I think Mohun Bagan needed that injection. What Jose Molina did by putting in both Ashik Kurunian and Sal Abdul Samad. The way Ashik Kurunian was running through the wings, it was so delight to see. He was just having fun, I will say, with the defenders of Bengaluru. But I think it was much needed. I think that goal, after that goal, as I mentioned earlier also, after that goal, the way the whole team, Mohun Bagan, reacted, the urgency that everyone showed. I was seeing, Jason Cummings, stretching his arms and all, everyone urging every other players to press and all, don't wait for the ball, go for the ball, stretch, press the players, and that is all needed. Everyone in this team is a leader, be it Cummings, be it Jamie Maclaren, or everyone. So again, throughout the season, we have seen this, and we have to talk about Alberto Rodriguez. He scored that unfortunate own goal, but still it didn't affect his game. No. He still, stayed calm and composed throughout the game. He was rock solid in that defense. So all the players were, showed their capabilities, or captaincy, material. And now Mohun Bagan are the double champion. And by the way, the first team to win at home ground of ISL Cup.
Absolutely, they have defied all odds and also broken the jinx of winning the ISL final at their home. And obviously, what a team Mohun Bagan is, because from the beginning of the season, their management have done their part of job. By making a formidable squad, and then it's up to the coach, up to the footballers, and also we have to give credit to the medical staff of the team as well, because the way they kept every footballer fit throughout the whole season, I think they also deserve a credit. And all total, the effort they have put in throughout the whole season, I think they have earned the reward for that. They almost lifted the Durand Cup as well, but they lost to Northeast. But this time they have clinched the ISL double, and that will be memorable for ages, to be honest, for Mohun Bagan. So that's it for now. That's it from VIBK. Snehasis and Rahul signing off. But our coverage, our celebration of Mohun Bagan's historic triumph will continue for several days on Revsportz.